Most HVAC businesses never hit $1 million because they're stuck in survival mode. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to hit your first $1 million in your HVAC company. I've helped over 100 HVAC companies hit their first million. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do in order to grow your company. There are 5 reasons why HVAC businesses struggle to grow their business. Number one, it really is you don't market, or you do market, but you're probably using some form of marketing sources like Angie's Leads, Thumbtack, Home Advisor, Networks, some form of shared low quality leads. Look, the issue is that you don't have a consistent lead generation strategy in place. So you're having to rely on word of mouth, which is going to limit your growth. Most company owners that I've helped have a fear of spending money on marketing because they've either been burned by a bad marketing company or they're broke. If you really want to grow your company, you're going to have to get out of your own way. You cannot have inconsistently low revenue months, low quality leads, and relying on only referrals and expect to grow. First thing you have to do is really want to grow your business. And the way that this happens is you have to create a marketing budget. Here's the rule of thumb. I'm not a CFO. I work with a CFO and I have one. If you want to hit $1 million at the end of the year, okay, what you need to do is you need to allocate between, on the low end, $60,000 and on the high end, okay, $100,000 for marketing for the year. By having this budget in place, that's going to ensure that you generate steady leads. You need to hire a firm, or you could do it yourself. But look, if you're starting with a limited budget, my biggest piece of advice, do Facebook ads for replacements. When we were getting started with Boost Air, that's a Boost Air Heating and Cooling in Dallas. That's a company that I own. I'm a partner in. We started with Facebook ads. We didn't have a huge budget, but we were getting the highest ROI that we've ever got across any other channel that we've ever tried. Okay, so whoever you hired, just make sure that they track the marketing performance of the campaign. Things are going to need to be adjusted. Okay, things are never going to stay, if you're winning one month, great, but you always need to make adjustments in strategy and optimize the spending to maximize your ROI. Here's another problem that's going to keep you small. If you're a one-man shop and you do small ticket repair jobs, your schedule is going to be jam-packed, leaving very little or no room for installations. You and I both know the installation is where the money's at. You aren't busy and you have a repair to take, go ahead and take it. Go make that $200-300. But if you want to shift your schedule to closing, change out, new installation for residential, not for new commercial, that's what's going to bring in the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. If each week, okay, you get 3 to 5 installs, I promise, if you price them correctly, you will make more money than if you did 20 small repairs for the week. What's going to be our game plan? We have to prioritize replacements over repairs. The bigger the jobs, the bigger the profit and the long-term relationships that we build with these customers. You are going to hire, or you're going to market yourself for HVAC replacement. And when you do this, you have to target homeowners. They have systems that are at the end of their life cycle. There are thousands of HVAC systems right now in your city that are 10, 15, 20 years of age that need to be replaced, and now they're going to be looking into a provider. Here's another key factor. You need to get set up with a financing company. If you need financing recommendations, go ahead and comment in the chat in this video, financing, and I'll reach out to you at some point and help you get set up, because if you don't have the financing and somebody else does, I promise they won't buy from you. Most people don't have a lot of money. They're not prepared to spend $10, $15, $20,000 on their HVAC project, and what they're going to do is they're going to ask for financing. So having financing is going to help you close more deals, and you're going to attract more customers to you. Here's something I want you to change this year. You're the installer, the technician, the sales guy, the CSR, the bookkeeper. You're sending payroll. Listen to me. Stop doing this. 100% of the reason you're going to stay small is because you haven't hired a team. All the owners, I know you guys can answer the phone, you could run the jobs, you can handle the paperwork and do everything, but harsh truth is you will stay small. Don't be afraid to hire. Employees are not an expense, they're an investment. Let me explain something to you. That if you know it's time to hire, it's because of these next factors. You're answering calls while giving estimates, hire a CSR. If you're in the attic, instead of growing the business, hire an install crew. If you're spending all day driving from job to job, it's time to hire a technician. Would you agree with me? You cannot grow your business if you don't hire and train your people. They're going to be your biggest assets. At the end of the day, your assets go home. You got to take care of them. You got to make sure that they make good money, so they also want to stay and help you. Okay. I'm going to give you the foundation that will take you to your first $1 million and beyond. It's simple. It's not a hard foundation. Number one, you have to hire a CSR that knows how to book appointments and follow up with your leads. If you happen to hire somebody that's new in this role, reach out to me. I'll train them for you. Look, at Boost Heating Air in Dallas, I train our CSR team to pre-sell estimates over the phone. I know this sounds controversial, but stick with me. Let me share with you how this works. It's real simple. Leads come in all the time. I get between 8 to 10 leads every single day, Monday through Sunday. And the leads that come in, they'll say something like, hey, I need an estimate for a 5-ton unit. I need a quote for a 3.5-ton unit. So what I did is I created a script with questions to ask the homeowner before dispatching our selling tech or our sales guy to their home so we could provide them a quote. I'm going to share with you a few things because I think this is going to hit home. These are some very important questions. If you want, I can share the script afterwards. But what we do is we call the customer and say, hey, Mr. Customer, how you doing? This is Jose calling you on behalf of Boost Heating and Air. I was reaching out to you because I know you're looking for a new system. Yeah, how old is your system? Oh, okay, it's 15 years. Understood. Okay. And what are you looking to have done? You need to replace it. Okay. Understand completely. I'm here to help you. Have you gotten any other estimates? Oh, you gotten 2? Understood. Okay. So out of those 2 estimates, give me a little bit more info. What was the lowest estimate that you received? Oh, it was for 13 grand. Wow. Okay. And what about the highest one? Oh, the high one was for 17,000. Completely understand why you feel conflicted because they're so far apart and it's a similar job. Listen, I'm happy that you're calling us. We work with so many different homeowners in your area, and I'm more than happy to help you, give you the third opinion. Here's the deal. I buy stuff all the time. I'm either in the car lots, I'm on Amazon buying stuff that I don't need, so I completely relate to you. And I'm assuming that before you called us, you already had a price in mind of what you wanted to invest in your HVAC system, what kind of budget that you set aside for this project. And look, what happens is I get the customer to trust me. I get the customer to open up to me by asking some questions, and they'll normally say, well, look, Jose, to be honest with you, I didn't want to spend above $12,000. And I also wanted to see if you guys could offer 0% financing. Mr. Customer, I completely understand and I'm more than happy to help you. I think that the budget that you set aside is something that's reasonable, and the 0% financing is also something we can help you with. So here's what I'm going to do for you. Here's what I suggest. Why don't we schedule an on-site visit? I'm going to send you my best guy, not just any guy, but my best guy. When he comes out there, he's going to provide you all the options for a new system. He's going to offer you the warranties you want, the brand you're looking for, the deal that you want, and he's going to give you the 0% financing. If we're able to be within your budget and give you everything that you're looking for, can we make a deal today? We get the customer to say, yeah, we can make a deal today if you guys can do all that for us. Excellent. I booked the appointment. When I dispatched my sales guy, guess what happened? I set him up to win. He doesn't have to hard sell. There's absolutely 0 hard sales in our company. What we do is we provide an excellent service. We set the right expectations. When my guy shows up, he's closing. It's pretty incredible, guys. It's 75% closing rate on all marketed leads, which is unheard of in this industry. You know, most times marketed leads on a good day, it's 50%, but when you get to 75, it's because your CSR trained, a well-trained CSR can really set your sales team up to win. Someone who knows how to book estimates is gonna be a key player for your business. Now, on the other hand, if you hire a CSR, it could be your friend, your cousin, a family member, whatever it is, and they just book appointments for you, right? They get on the phone and all they say, hi, Mr. Customer, yes, we can help you. What time? And they book the appointment and they don't ask the right questions. They don't set the right expectations. They don't filter the tire kickers and the buyers. What's gonna happen is you're gonna be running around town going from estimate to estimate and wondering if your marketing company knows what they're doing. The truth is the key is in the CSR. If you set it up correctly, you'll close more deals, you'll make more money, and you'll spend less on ads. If you hire somebody and you want to have them trained, I'm happy to train them. I'm more than happy to take some time. I'll train your team. So do me a favor, in the comments in this video, comment training, CSR training, and I'll step in. I'll talk to you. We'll look at how many people you have on your team, and I will be more than happy to train them. The next piece of this puzzle, the salesperson. You cannot do everything yourself. And ideally at some point, I want to get you out of doing all these roles. It's great that you are probably really good at what you do, but if you can hire a salesperson that can close 50% of all the estimates that they bid, look, let's face it, most owners are great techs, but they aren't great salespeople. So if that's you, let's hire a new sales guy. There are so many sales guys every single year that jump from company to company looking for a better commission structure, or they're looking for the company to provide them more leads. If you want help hiring your first sales guy, put in the comments, hiring a sales guy. I'll reach out, I'll help you hire him, and I'll teach you exactly what this guy needs to be looking out for when he gets these leads. Okay, it doesn't matter. Whoever you hire, they need to have experience, strong verbal communication skills. You do not want to hire a rookie. I promise you. Whether it's a he or she, if they don't understand, don't get the hang of the sales, you're going to spin your wheels. You're going to give them a bunch of estimates. They're going to lose customers. Your best bet is to hire someone who has a strong background in sales. Your sales guy has to understand HVAC, and they have to understand the problems homeowners are dealing with when they're considering replacing their systems. Every time we run an estimate at Boost Heating Air, my company, my tech, Kevin, that's his name, he shows up to the home and he builds rapport, because we're not a sales company. We are, listen to me, we are a solution company. We do not do high pressure sales. Kevin, my guy, he does a phenomenal job at identifying the problems and giving the solutions, because at the end of the day, homeowners will be able to tell if you're there to make a sale or if you're there to help them. At my company, Kevin, my selling tech, has a closing rate of 75% because our CSR just does such a great job, right? Again, a lot of training was involved in order to get us to that point. Even with all the stuff that we do with the CSR and training, we still don't close all of our estimates. We close most of them, and here's the thing that will come in place. Once you hire your sales guy, or maybe you're doing the estimates, after he or she is trained, the day of the sale, so they sell Mr. Jones, he gets a new HVAC system with you guys. What happens is the day of the installation, Kevin shows up to the job, says, "Hi, Mr. Jones, I'm so happy you guys did this job with us. How's it going so far?" And we give them options. We give them options to buy more stuff, right? Upsells, UV lights, air purifiers, ductwork, duct seals, anything that the customer may want. And he has a 50% closing rate on upsells and an average ticket of $4,000 on the upsells on top of the installation. Guys, if you understand what I'm saying to you, this is a big deal, right? The last step of the puzzle, this is it, guys. This is the biggest step. If you have all this in place, this all works together, is having an install crew. You're going to need 2 to 3 guys doing installations. You'll eventually get bigger and you hire more guys, but as you start, this is a good number. Keep in mind, this is super important. Listen to me. The guys that you hire, they need to know what they're doing. You don't want to be going back and forth into town, going from house to house, doing callbacks. So the people that you hire, you don't want to be micromanager or supervising. You need to hire some guys that have experience so you can focus growing the company instead of cleaning their mess up, right? So here's a recap of everything that we've covered so far. Here's the things you're going to need. You're going to need leads. You're going to need a marketing company, or you're going to need to market yourself, right? The second thing is you're going to need a CSR, somebody that's strong on the phones. The third thing, you're going to need a sales guy that understands how to communicate and be able to close deals. And number 4, you're going to need an install crew. You have this foundation in place. There's no doubt in my mind you'll be able to grow your company significantly, and $1 million is going to be something that's not going to be a huge amount once you get this in place. Just so there's no confusion and you understand me correctly, $1 million is not the final destination. It's where all the magic begins. You have to take baby steps. We can't think of level 10 when we haven't reached level 1. Everything I share with you is from pure experience. Look, at one point in my journey, I was also broke. I didn't have knowledge. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just getting started, but I knew I wanted to grow. And as I become more mature, I made a promise to myself to never really be stingy with information, not hold secrets. I love helping people and I love giving back to anyone who needs it. If you found this video helpful, please do me a favor, subscribe, comment, and give me some feedback down below so I can keep making more content that's helpful to you. Thanks so much for watching.